Hey y'all, welcome back with Chats with Ree. We here with Mike,
What's going on, y'all?
and then he just gonna introduce himself a little bit.
Shoot, my name is Mike Neal. For the ones that don't know me, I'm from around here, Nashville, that kind of thing.
You play basketball. Come on now.
Well, I mean, shoot, I didn't know how deep you wanted to go into
ahead.
the what's it called? I mean, I hoop. I play semi-pro ball here in Nashville for the Nashville Aces. I also been coaching for West End Middle School as a JV head boys coach. Also been doing a lot of training and stuff like that on the side. Really, shoot, clothing brand owner.
Yep. Shop his brand, y'all.
I mean,
I'm gonna put it on the screen right here.
Shop Sunny View. So.
Okay, cool. So today we're gonna be talking about mental health, and I don't have any questions today, so we just gonna do what it do.
Shoot, we acting like we don't know each other. Just
we know each other.
That's what I'm saying. Just be comfortable. This is regular conversation.
Okay. So, how do you feel like when people be like they don't need therapy and stuff like that? Like, how do you feel about that? Because I personally feel like if you need therapy, you need it. You know, like in the Black community, a lot of people don't go to therapy, and they be like, I don't need to talk to no therapist. Yeah. Like, how do you feel about that?
I mean, honestly and truly, Black people in therapy. And I went to school for psychology for a little minute, so I can talk about it, but I really can't, give you 100% answers. Mm-hmm. But Black people in therapy and nowadays isn't a thing because we feel like, one, for men, it seems kind of weak to go to somebody else to go talk. But for a woman, I feel like they're more open to talking. Mm-hmm. They're more open to expressing themselves. I feel like men have to, I don't want to say have to, but they do try to keep themselves bottled in.
Because of society.
Yeah, just society and just depending on who raised you and what environment you were really raised in.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even say all in society, like it's different. We got different stems, like,
But society puts like a bullet point on men, like you got to be tough, don't cry, don't talk about your feelings, which I feel like is BS because it's like I feel like everybody needs somebody like to talk to, whether it's your mama, your daddy, or a close friend. I feel like you need somebody to talk to, and I feel like therapy is like a good because you don't know that person, like you just there and you just talking, and they can't give you advice back like your friends can give you, but like they can just like give you what's it called, like. They can give you things. I don't know what it's called. Like,
I mean, honestly, when you're talking to a therapist, you probably feel more. You feel more safe talking about it because they don't know you.
Yeah, they don't know
to
you
the core.
Yeah.
So it's just like whatever I tell you, I believe you that you won't run out and tell somebody
Which
else
they can't.
What they legally they can't. Mm-hmm. But as far as just like going to like family, friends, and that kind of thing, I know it's always cautious because.
People be talking.
People talk. You know your people. Like your friends. So it's just like you should be able to go to certain people to say certain things. And I found out that not everybody can retain information like other people can. Mm-hmm. So like Devin, for instance, I can go to Devin about certain stuff, but then it's just certain other stuff that I probably would keep to myself, or I would talk to my mom and my dad about it. Or I would talk to a close friend, like not even a close friend like that, but like a friend that I haven't talked to in a while. And I know
like me.
Exactly. So I know I can sit down and trust you and with what I say. So it's just like, okay, cool. I feel comfortable with telling you that.
I feel like I'm a trustworthy person. A lot of people come to me.
You don't leave me hanging.
So but okay, so since you did bring up Devin, can we go a little deeper?
I mean,
not too deep though, not like.
We good.
Okay, so if y'all don't know, Devin did pass away last year in August.
Last
August.
Not late August.
It was like late August.
Yeah, late August.
Yeah, he was his best friend, and he was like a cousin to me, kind of, and. So I just want to know, like, how you feeling? Like, how you been about that? You been, like, maintaining?
I feel like now I'm good. I'm in a better headspace now.
You switched your number to his number, or no?
No, I didn't. I went, so for ones that don't know, last year with the Nashville Aces, I wore 3. He won 4. So I changed it to 7. But
because 4 plus 3.
Yep, 4 plus 3 is 7.
Okay, that makes sense.
But I changed it back to 3 mid-season because I kind of felt going back to the main question, I kind of felt like for a minute I was doing a lot of stuff for, I won't say other people, but I was doing stuff to keep myself from thinking about it. I was doing stuff to keep myself from thinking about, like, really, I was keeping myself thinking about the bad stuff. Like, it's hard to know that he's still not here.
Right.
And it's hard to really grasp that. So, yeah, I would wear the 7. Like, I put that on.
Like, did it feel, like, tight wearing it? You know, like, you be like, dang, like, I'm wearing 7 because my right hand not here. Like, did you feel, like, emotional? Not emotional, but, you know, like, emotional.
I feel like towards, I'll be real, my first game wearing it was his jersey retirement. So it kind of felt different for me, like the energy in the game, the energy pre-game, the day from when I woke up to the end of the game, like it was high energy the whole time. And I really wasn't even thinking about, I want to say, the sad part about it. Because honestly, I went through, I want to say similar, but I lost my grandmother back, what was that, 2022, 2023, I believe. And I was in Pennsylvania in school, and I was playing at the same kind of situation. So it's like, you come back, well, pass away, you come back to play, how, like, mentally, where do you go? Like,
right.
Do I sit here and just play conservative and not really, like, play full out? Or do I play full out, get all of that out, that way I can express myself that I really can't express in the real world? So like, I can't sit around, run around, yell, sorry, get on crash out time and, like, cuss people out and stuff, like, you know, that kind of thing. But I can't do that in the real world. So it's just like, basketball has always been and forever will be my outlet for my emotions, whether it is a person, situation, whatever the case may be. I know I can always do that, pick up a basketball and go.
That was my next question, man.
Dang.
Dang.
My bad.
Yeah, I feel that, though, because you always need, like, a positive outlet on everything, because you don't want to just, like you said, crash out or, like, be cussing people out, because some people do that, like, when death is involved. So when you had found out about your grandma and you was in Pennsylvania, did that, like, affect you a lot? Like, you're not around family, so it's like, you gotta...
I was gonna say, one thing probably only certain people know about me is that, like, after my freshman year in college, my freshman year in college, I lost Isaiah. Sophomore year, which I went to Pennsylvania, I lost my granny. And then after that, I stopped going to school because of the mental blocks. I felt like, and it's I don't want to say it's always been a trend with me, but it's a trend for me. Like, I'm close to my family, so like, if I'm hurting or my family is hurting, I want to be there, or I want to feel like the comfort from my family. I don't want to be 9-10 hours away from the house and I'm crying my eyes out in the gym, or I'm trying to confide in a teammate and he really don't understand my emotions.
Right.
Or I pick up the phone and I'm calling my mom and dad, but it's just like, it's not the same. Like, they're not there to pick me up when I need them to pick me up. So just being away, like, I still remember the day found out, punched a hole in the TV, threw the TV all over the place.
In your dorm?
Yeah, we weren't even in a dorm. So in Pennsylvania, we didn't have dorms. We only had house, like, we had, like, a athlete house. So
all y'all was in one house?
It was like 6 of us in one house.
Oh no, that's too many personalities.
Me, Shep, Lamont, Real, and we had one more. I really had like 7 of us in the house.
That's too many personalities. I probably would have went crazy.
Being the oldest, and I'm real.
You was the oldest.
I was the oldest in the house.
You is old. My bad.
Nah, I'd be what? I'd be 26 this
year. Yeah, that's
4
old.
4 years till 30, Jesus.
Yeah. For the not 30, dude.
How old is you?
24.
24, yeah, you'd be 25 in May.
Yeah. May?
June.
July.
July.
Boy, come on. Just go.
That's bad, y'all.
Yeah, it is
Remember
bad.
y'all friend's birthday.
It's super bad.
Dang, yeah, how long we been in this? Since what?
Middle school. And he don't know my birthday.
5th, 6th grade.
And I know your birthday.
My birthday easy, though.
My birthday is It's easy. It's in July.
Shoot. July. Don't tell me. Nah, never mind.
We ain't even gonna talk about that.
We ain't gonna take up no time trying to remember your birthday right now.
Cause that's crazy.
I got you, though, after this. By the end of the podcast.
Right. But I feel like, so you were saying that you was like crashing out.
Oh, yeah. I mean, initially, crashing out is probably like the big, like the thing that a lot of people, like young people would do.
Just to let out that like anger. Because, some people be angry when somebody died. Because it's like, why?
So, I got a question for you.
Okay.
How was your mental when, if you don't mind me asking, like when your pops passed?
Oh, I was crashing out.
Yeah.
I crashed out in that car, like, because I didn't know, because me and my dad, a lot of people don't know, like, the story behind it and why I took it so hard, because, like, 2 days before my dad passed, I had literally said, I hate you. And, like, that was my last words to my dad, like, ever. And so it's like 2 days later, I'm leaving school, because it was the week before we had exams for school. So I'm like, dang, I'm finna go see my dad. We finna make up, da-da-da. I get in the car, the energy. I'm big on energy, so it's like I can feel, like, what's going on. So I'm like...
Something a little off.
Yeah. My mom was just looking at me. I'm like, girl, what you looking at? And then, like, I looked away, and I was like, my dad died. And she was like, yeah. So we pulled off. I was like, okay. We pulled off. I was cool. And then I just started, like, hitting everything, like, hitting the window, hitting, like, the little dashboard in front. My mom had to pull over. Because it was, like, bad. Like, I was only 16.
Yeah.
So it's, like, I ain't have nothing. Like, my dad, he was, like, me and my mom, we was going through, like, a little rough patch at the time, too. So it's, like, my dad was, like, he was, like, my person. Yeah. So it was, like, damn, like, my last time saying, my last words to you was, I hate you. And now you dead. So it's, like... Yeah. I question God a lot. Like, I grew up, like, in the church. Well, I ain't grow up in the church, but, we grew up in the church. You feel me? So it's like, I stopped going to church with my mama. I stopped doing everything. Anything with God in it, I ain't want nothing to do with it, because I was like, why? Yeah. Like, why him? Why me? Why right now? Like, a week before exams, I think it was like a Kanye West concert that Saturday. I ain't even go. I gave my ticket away. I was like, bruh.
You gave it away, you sold it?
No, I gave it away. Like, I was like, I'm cool. I don't want to go. I gave it to one of my closest. Well, we still cool, but we was closer in, like, high school. Yeah.
I feel you.
So I was like, but then, like, I feel like after that, it was like a lot of the mental challenges after that. I was suicidal for a while, and it was just like, what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
But.
I mean, shoot.
Then somebody broke my heart, like, a month later. Yeah, they cheated on me, y'all. They cheated on me, man.
It's always a heartbreak to add on to a lot of BS.
And I was like, what the fuck?
I was gonna say, bro, and the thing that a lot of people that go through death don't talk about is the ability to recover.
Yeah. I feel like it took me a while to recover, though. Like, I want to say, like, last year is, like, when I finally accepted it for real. And that's, like, 6 years. Yeah. 6 years later. So, like, when people, like, lose, like, somebody, like, super close to them. Well, in general, somebody lose somebody in general, I don't ever say it's going to get better. Because you never know when it's going to get better. Right. Like, it took me 6 years to finally accept it and to not, like, cry for real. Like, I don't even think I took off from work. And I stayed at work the whole day. That was, like, my first time ever. So it was just, like... it's hard to recover from, like, death.
And I feel like the hardest part for me, recovery-wise, is... And the thing about the last two people that have passed away from me, I've always been like this. So, like, my granny and Devin, I was like this. Like,
yeah, like, I was really close, like, every day.
Every day,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, just, like I say, like, me and Devin, we going to work out every day together. We down bad, like stuff that like real brothers do, like stuff that you know what I'm saying? Like it's like it hurts. It hit home because it's
who I'm supposed to do this with.
Yeah, not even that. It's just because for me, I feel like we talking about the recovery process. Right before he passed away, me and him were talking about recovery. Like we was talking about, hey, Mike, you need to get your head together. Like, I already knew what time it was because he was going back to school. So I knew, one, I'm not going to have my best friend there to always talk to, confide in, that kind of thing.
Right.
And trust me, that was the only thing about Devin that helped me out. Him just being a listening ear, him being a strong-minded person, and being able to and a very smart person at that.
Yeah, super smart.
And being able to comprehend and then give you back feedback. And whether what you saying is right or wrong, he's gonna tell you right or wrong.
Right.
Like, if you're wrong, you're wrong.
Right.
And if you're right,
you're right. Yeah.
But for me, now I'm getting to the point where it's just like, bro, you can't call them. You really can't call your parents like you want to talk about certain stuff. So, and also, shoot, they got the baby on the way. So that's a whole different mind changer. So it's just like, Mike, now you definitely got to do a lot of stuff on your own. Like you don't really have.
You gotta be a man.
You gotta be a man. You gotta be a real man now. Like, so the things are like saying that, oh, you can't be soft, you can't be weak, that kind of thing. Those things are actually coming true because now I have somebody else that's depending on me more so than me depending on somebody else.
So you gonna teach your child that? I mean, if you do, that's cool.
What to not to be soft and be weak? Yeah, of course. Like that's becoming a man. Like you can't be soft, you can't be weak. Yes.
I mean, you ain't gotta be soft, you ain't gotta be weak, but
nah. What I'm saying is like, for me and the way I was raised, and you know me, I'm a pew baby, like born on it. So it's just like I've changed with life. I've changed with life experience. So I know how I was raised, and I know how my mom and dad would want me to raise my son. But at the same time, I know world.
Yeah.
I know people at this point. Like, don't get me wrong, my mom and dad probably have had plenty of interactions with people all their lives. Like my family, 40 plus years old now. So it's like they have experience, but me, we have two different kinds of experience.
Because like different generations.
Different outcomes of life.
And like values and stuff too. Like you learn your own values along with life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then, shoot, and like we saying, with my son, like, yeah, I'm going to teach him not to be weak and be soft, but at the same time, I need him to understand, like, hey, I still need you to talk to me.
Yeah, like it's okay.
It's okay to talk. It's okay to cry. Because if you don't cry, if you don't let those emotions out, those are the kinds of things that Kyron Lacey, that won't come out, or you'll be so bottled up and just like, okay, I can't do it no more, bang.
Yeah.
Or I can't do it no more, I'm just going to become homeless, but I'm just going to run away from home. And that's what a lot of young people do. Like,
a lot of young boys.
Yeah, suicide, running away from home.
Turn to the streets. All that.
And that's the thing. Even when it comes down to like mental health and turning to the streets, like some people really just are born in it. Like you can run from it, but you really can't run from a lot of stuff in life.
Yeah.
Like I know a couple of my homeboys born in the hood. Are they gangbangers and that kind of thing? No. But they were born in the hood.
Yeah.
So they know street smarts. They got book smarts.
They book smart too, yeah.
Exactly. So yeah.
I just feel like if you need therapy, you need to go to therapy.
Therapy.
Like, it's not as bad as people think it is. And I feel like that's like something that needs to be pushed more in the community. Like any race, honestly. I want to be a sports psychologist. So when we talk about therapy, I understand. I feel like you ever did therapy?
No, I have not done therapy. Somebody recommended me do therapy, but my therapy is honestly and truly, which is another, I want to say, dang, what is the word? My therapy is going to pray, read the Bible, and talk, And when I do this,
what's this?
So, this is my thing about church and Christianity. Because now we finna get into a whole other rabbit hole.
That's cool. That's cool.
Not a rabbit hole, but we finna get into a whole different thing.
Yeah, that's fine.
So, like, I don't know if you know, my freshman in college, I went to a Christian school. All of the colleges that I've been to so far have been Christian schools. So I've experienced different religions, Buddhism, those kind of things. Like literally, I've been in those churches, synagogues, all that kind of thing. So I've experienced it. So it's like I see stuff, I hear it, and it's like, bro, a lot of this stuff is really the same. It's just people are taking it and shifting it in different ways. So it's just, for me, I'm thinking of it like, okay, me and this person still have to breathe the same. We bleed the same. We think, I won't say we think the same, but our brain, blood pumps the same. The only thing different is that this person believes in
whatever.
Whatever.
And you believe in whatever.
And I believe in whatever. And then, shoot, if we sit down and do this kind of conversation and we sit down and put down our beliefs at the table and we write down a list, pretty much all that stuff is
the same.
It's the same. It's just how you teach it and how you explain it to somebody. So for me, coming up in the church, you see different things. You experience different things. And it's just like, I agree with this, but I don't agree with that.
Okay.
I like this, but I don't like that. Certain stuff coming up in the church as I grew up and just becoming older, like I said, I realized stuff that I like and I don't like in the church. So I just...
So with you going to like different schools and like being in like different religious houses or whatever, did it like make you question your religion?
A lot. I mean, it definitely does. It makes you question like...
Is your God real?
Nah, not even that. It makes you question... It made me question whether like I was doing the right thing. Because it would be some stuff, like I said, that I agree with and I disagree with. And then you go back out and Sunday is your day to go to church.
Right.
Monday through Saturday, you have to live life. Not everybody goes to Bible study on a Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday, whatever case it may be. Nobody is in the church 7 days out the week.
Some people be in the church
some
7 days.
be out there in there.
7 days a week, man.
And some people need it because it's their therapy. But some people overdo it. But for me, I don't need to be in... Hold on, let me not say that.
Okay, because hold on.
I don't need to be in the church 7 days a week to understand what God has planned for me and what He really wants me to do, because I feel like I'm a pew baby. God showed me my purpose a long time ago. My thing is, I'm hard-headed.
So you want a different purpose.
And it's not even a different purpose. I know my purpose and I want to be in my purpose, but I want to do it my way and not His way. And that's the difficult part about a lot of us in, let me stop saying society, but in this world.
In society too, though. So it's like the same thing.
I mean, yeah. But when we as Americans say society, we're just talking about American society. We're not talking about the entire thing.
Okay.
That's just me. That's where my mind goes. I don't think about outside of America when I say society, because
I don't be knowing what be happening outside of America. There's too much going on, so I just be trying to stick in America.
Exactly. So that's my thing. Like, everywhere is different things. It's different people, different ways to cope, different ways to seek therapy.
So are you Christian?
Am I Christian? Yes.
Okay. I just want that's the question.
No. Like,
because I know you was like you question some stuff.
No, I do question some stuff. I'm just now, I won't say recently getting back into church, but I'm just trying to get back into the flow of it. Because for a while, like you said, you go through stuff in life where it makes you question
a lot of stuff. It ain't like I hate God.
Yeah,
but it's like, dang, God, why?
Why am I going through this?
Yeah, you never supposed to question God. So it's like,
when you question Him, He gonna give you your answers.
He definitely gonna give you the answer.
He gonna sit you down and give you your answer.
Might not be the answer that you want, but He gonna give you an answer, man. So, I mean, I feel that though, cause like my therapy, I went to therapy though. Like I went twice. I went the beginning of this year too.
How did you like therapy?
Oh no, this year I wasn't messing with it, man. Like nah. She read me too good. I don't like that. Like, I literally... And
you think that's... And now, I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, you good.
But do you think that is the problem with the Black community? Like, we are... I won't say we are afraid of somebody reading us, but we're afraid of somebody telling us the truth.
The truth, yeah.
Or we're really afraid of hearing what we really don't want to hear.
Yeah, I do.
Or what we need to hear.
I do. I feel like, because I'm not going to say, like, I have a hard time accepting reality, but at the same time, I have a hard time accepting reality. Yeah. Like...
You're very optimistic.
Yeah, it's like, I know this is what I needed to hear. I know, like, what you're telling me is 100% accurate. Like, when I tell you I'm sitting in this lady's office, laying on her couch, and she over here reading me like a book, I'm like, girl, you don't even know me. So I'm like, hold on. Like, chill out, because you don't know me. But she's telling me everything. Like, she's like, I got a big heart. I care too much. I love too much. Like, stuff that I know, but like a stranger telling me is like, dang, like this is my reality. And it's like,
she ain't even really had a real conversation with you.
Nah, like not at all. And then like she was just like, I ain't go back to her, but she emailed me and she was like, I knew you wasn't gonna come back, and I'm coming to get you. Like, she came and got me. We didn't have like a therapy session, but like we did that outing, and I'm still not back in there with her, but she still check in, and like we still do like outings together. So it's like, I feel like it's like different ways that your therapist can, connect with you. It don't always have to be like in a setting, like a room like this. It don't always have to be like this.
Laying down,
laying down. It don't gotta. It's like different ways for you to do it. Like when I went to grieving counseling, it was like different. I went to grieving counseling. I went for a doctor's appointment.
Grieving counseling.
Grieving, same thing. Grief, same thing. I had went to a doctor's office, like a doctor's appointment. And they put me in this room with this lady. Like, I'm like, oh, y'all put me in here with a shrink. I'm coming here for a doctor's appointment. Like, and then she was like, we need to talk about some stuff that you had put on your paper or whatever. And then, like, honestly, it helped me a lot. Like, it did. Like, I didn't know how to deal with my dad being dead. Then my aunt dying like 2 years later. So I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah.
But like, it really did help me. So it's like, I feel like that's why I'm the type of person that's gonna be like, maybe you should try therapy. Like, cause a lot of people, they come to me. Like, I'm the person that people come to, and I love it 100% because it's like, you trust me enough to know that I'm listening to you, I'm here for you, and what we talk about is not gonna leave wherever, And like, I like that. I like being that type of person, but it's also like, I feel like somebody else can help you sometimes more than just me. Yeah. Like, somebody who's actually in this field that can give you like lessons or like tactics to, help you like grieve. Did I say it right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just gonna piggyback off of that. Honestly, going to a therapist for me probably would help, but at the same time, the type of person I am, I'm very reserved to new people. So I don't know.
But therapy is not like she, whatever, is not gonna push you to talk.
Right.
Like, my first 2 sessions, I ain't really talk. But it's like, I'm like, dang, I really need help. Like, I really need to learn how to like mask everything. So it's like, you're gonna end up opening up. It might be slow. It might be 3 words or like 3 sentences, but like, your therapist gonna make you comfortable because they gonna start seeing stuff that you like to do. So, like, you like playing basketball. You might not even meet up in like an office. You might meet at a court. And then y'all playing basketball, you gonna start talking. He gonna start talking, or she gonna start talking. And you gonna be like, hold on. Yeah. How you get this out of me? Because it's like, you're not comfortable, but it's like you comfortable. And it's you talk to a whole stranger. You don't know that person from a can of paint. So it's like they can't judge you from nothing.
Right.
So, I mean, if you
say,
want
shoot, we having a therapy session right now.
Yeah.
The whole time. So like,
yeah,
this is a form of therapy. Like your podcast. I like this because
Thank you.
We actually get a chance to break down a lot of stuff mentally. You see where 25, 24-year-olds mentally are.
Yeah.
Coming from 2 different point of views. I think therapy for a lot of younger people would work better outside of an office.
Yeah.
Because and that's why I want to go back and finish my psychology degree. Because I want to be a sports psychologist. I want to be able to be hired by an NBA team. I've already looked at a couple jobs.
I feel like that's like something that people need. Like, we actually need it. Like, especially like with,
athletes.
Yeah.
They need it. They need it. I won't say they need it the most, but
they need it like more than others.
They need it a lot more than others because
they on social media and stuff, all that, all that hate.
It's not even. And a lot of people think it's more so like the comments on social media that really drive somebody crazy. And I wouldn't even say that just that alone, but I feel like the waking up every morning. Are you sure you really? And and for my athletes out there, you need to check this list. Because if you really not checking this list, bro, you're not a professional athlete. 2, you probably are half, excuse my language, half-assing it.
You can cuss in.
Okay.
It's a
half-assing it. I couldn't. but you probably half-assing it. But if you're not willing to wake up at 4, 5, 6 a.m. in the mornings to go work out by yourself or even with your team, don't do it.
Right.
If you're not willing to go put in 2-3 hours extra outside of your practice time to go work out, don't do it. Because you got people out here that can really do this, can really play sports or draw, make movies, that kind of thing. But you taking up time because you have assing.
Right.
So for me, I feel like I had to make a switch mentally, like, am I going to continue to have ass stuff? Because I don't want to be in the way of somebody else. I don't want to be... I'm a very self-conscious person. So if I know if I'm not working out like I'm supposed to be and my game is off, I know, look, let me...
Come on now.
On me. Let me slide back and let this person do it. Let me get my head together so I know what I need to do.
Right.
Because going back to this season, Devin passed away.
Right.
We talked about how I felt wearing that number 7. It felt
weird.
Because I knew what me and him had talked about before he passing away. Hey, bro, we need to work out. We need to do this. Okay, cool. Me and him literally mapped out everything. We talked every day, even after he left. Did you work out today? Yeah, I worked out. Did you get your workout in? Yeah, cool. After he passed away, all of that went away.
Right.
So now I'm in games. I'm playing. I'm wondering, dang, bro, why am I not making my shots? Why am I so out of breath? Why am I getting bumped? And why am I sitting on the bench behind other people? And Bro, you didn't do what you were supposed to at the beginning. Granted.
Or like behind the scenes.
Oh, behind the scenes. Granted, yes, bro, you went through a rough patch, right? I went through that rough patch. I didn't have nobody to confide in, so I kept all that inside. Yes, I did have my girl at the time. But could she 100% help me out with everything? No.
Right.
Because there was some stuff that
she probably couldn't understand.
She couldn't understand, comprehend those kind of things. So now I'm getting to a point where, Mike, you got to do the work in between in order to get the playing time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to go get shots up on a day that ain't nobody in the gym.
Just you.
And it's just me, in order to get those minutes and get that playing time that I really want, or to make those shots that I really want. I'm a shooter. If my shot is off and my teammates know that, where you think I'm gonna be at?
On the bench.
On the bench.
Right.
Okay. The thing about this season, another thing about this season was being productive and even taking that back and taking that to life. If you let stuff
weigh you down,
and you're not doing it and you're not putting in the work to get what you really want, you can't really sit here and say, hey, I want to give me an apartment. Or you really can't even say, hey, I want to keep up with an apartment. Because, dude, you're not putting in the work during the week. You're not going to clock in no job to make that bread to keep up with that apartment.
Right.
So.
Because, like, being grown, you still gotta get up every day.
Every day.
You could be hurting, sad, depressed. Life don't stop.
On me. And what's the reward at the end of a 1 week or 2 week period? That paycheck.
Exactly. I need my money. I don't play about my money, y'all.
Dude, what did he say? So this past Sunday, the pastor was telling.
Oh, you went to church?
Yes.
Okay, I'm proud of you. No, for real.
No, I am. I actually am trying to get back in church, bro.
You went to like your family church, or you went to like a?
I went to my family church. Yeah. I'm trying to get back into my family church.
Yeah.
That way I can get my life in order.
Do you feel like, we're going to go back to what you was going to say, but do you feel like sometimes you got like, you might have to venture out from your family church?
I thought that. I really did think that for a minute. And that's why I said like going to the different churches really changed up my mind a lot. Because being in my family church for 16, 17 plus years, you hear, you see, you do the same exact thing over and over and over again, honestly and truly. You get out, let's just say you go visit your grandmother's church, you go visit a church with a friend, those kind of things. Mm-hmm. Now you're seeing different things. You go to school, you go to church out there, you see different things. I feel like I wanted to, coming back after being away for so long, I felt like I wanted to go to a younger church. But the thing about going
with a younger pastor?
Yeah, with a younger pastor, young congregation, that kind of thing. But at the same time, I'm just unsure of it being back here because I know how to read real from fake.
Right.
Definitely being in the church. Mm-hmm. I know how to hear, like, really, really good. So it's just like, bro, you telling me something. You trying to give me a life lesson, but it's not adding up. Mm-hmm. I really can't sit down and listen to you for too long.
Right. Because I'm quick to get up from a church service. I don't play that.
Nah, and that's the thing about me. I ain't going to be, look, you said you getting up. I'm just going to sit there and
That's the same thing as me getting up.
It's just like, bro.
That's the same thing.
I hear, for me, when I go to church, I do hear certain stuff. Like, certain stuff I hear and I hold on to. Mm-hmm. But then certain other stuff is just like, you know what I mean? Okay, yeah, you got it.
Yeah, like, I don't know what you on.
This ain't for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's what the point of going to church is, to get your daily bread. Not daily bread, but you to get your word.
Yeah.
Not somebody else's word.
Yeah.
I mean, you can relate the message, going back to what I was going to say. Mm-hmm. You can relate the message. So, for instance, this past Sunday, God, he was saying, the pastor was saying, God's greatest gift is pain. Mm-hmm. God's greatest gift is pain because of the outcome that he
gives you from the pain.
Mm-hmm. God doesn't put you through anything that you cannot handle.
Right.
So, mental blocks, death, losing a job, losing a car, losing a crib, not having a good relationship with your spouse or whatever the case may be, like, that's all, I won't say all part of the plan, but it's all part of the plan.
Yeah.
In order for you to get what you actually need, because God knows. Go ahead.
And that goes back to when you was like, God already had my purpose plan, but you want to do it your way. That goes back to that too.
I mean, because you can halfway do it God's way, and then be on the back end and be like, hold on, let me try to plug in my way this way real fast and see if it works. Nah, it don't work. Now, all that work you done did
for nothing
to go back to ground zero. Mm-hmm. So it's just like, okay, God, bro, we done been through this 4 or 5 times already, bro. Like, what we doing?
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of people don't realize, like, I treat God like he my homie.
Yeah.
Like, I talk to him how I'm talking to you.
Right.
Like, I don't be cussing or nothing. But, I talk to God like he my friend, like he my bestie.
Yeah.
Because he really is. And it's like, I feel like people feel like when you have to be holy, like, you can't do nothing. Everybody sins. Yeah. Everybody's going to continue to sin. Mm-hmm. So it's like, of course, like, you're not just purposely out here sinning if you want to be on that type of level, you know? But I feel like a lot of young people, they be like, I don't want to go back to church because I still be sinning. Yeah. Or like, I don't want to get baptized because I still be sinning. Yeah. Which, cool. I'm not for the, but like, I sin a lot. Yeah. Like, and I can admit that. Like, am I working on giving God my full yes? 100%. But it's also like, I want to live, is it worldly? Like, I want to live in the world. And it's like, I'm so young still, so it'd be like so hard to like separate the two lives when they really need to just be one. But it's like, I'm still young. I want to go to the club. I want to drink. I want to smoke. I want to do this. But it's also like, I want to be in church at the altar on my knees crying out to God. But sometimes, like, I feel like a little guilty because it's like, you were just in the club.
That's exactly what I was finna go into, because that's another thing. Like you said, a lot of people our age think of, I go to the club, I smoke, I do this, that, and the third, and then I don't want to go to church because I don't want to feel bad. Mm-hmm. Bro, honestly and truly, one, you're not there for the people. That's the one thing I won't say the new thing I had to learn and relearn, but that's the thing at my adult age that I'm having to learn. Yeah. I'm not there for them people.
Yeah.
I really don't care. Mm-hmm. Like, for instance, and I know people is going to see this that probably go to the church.
Oh, God.
But trust me, like, I haven't been at my home church in like consistent in like the last since I was probably like 18.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like me going there and you, hey, well, Mike, it's so good to see you. I haven't seen you in so long.
And that's exactly how they be.
Yeah, I know. I haven't been here.
Life happens.
Life happens.
Yeah.
Like, and I want to say that's part. Sometimes I want to say that's part of the reason why I'm back now. But life happens, so I'm at the point now where it's just like, bro, I know I have to stay in church.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
it's like God just pulling you back home.
God pull you, and actually, God will go absent from you. God will go absent from you, and He won't pull you. He'll make you make the decision.
You better preach, boy.
Because He's just like, gotta give you chance after chance after chance after chance. He'll let you hear His voice, hear His voice. And like I said earlier, you want to do it your way so much.
He gonna let you.
Exactly.
Like, I don't feel like he gonna go absent. I don't feel like he gonna leave you.
No.
But he just not gonna put those same blessings because you not meet him halfway. It's like he doing more tugging than you is.
So let's put it in these terms and let's see if you get it this way.
Okay.
So you got your own kid.
Right.
He keep doing something, and you telling him, hey, the whole method, keep your hand off the eye. Keep your hand off the daggone eye.
I'm gonna tear that ass up.
I'm gonna whoop your ass
right.
if you touch it. Right? You touch the eye. He burns himself. Okay, cool. Oh, I'm hurt. No, I'm hurt. He crying. No, go over there and cry. You have to go sit and cry.
Yeah.
Because now you got to learn your lesson. Like, you got to feel that pain in order for it to get better.
You can put like a little stuff on it, though. You ain't got to just let him cry like that.
Nah, I mean, put some mustard on it. That's it.
Yeah. Okay, and he gonna sit over there and cry while that mustard.
Exactly.
Yeah, you did what you had to do.
Sometimes you may not have that mustard in the crib, gang.
Yeah, sometimes you don't got that
I done
mustard.
been at my granny house and done touched the eye or done did some stupid stuff.
And she told you to stop.
And she told me to stop. And she didn't have what she needed to take care of my boo-boos and that kind of thing. And I had to sit there and suffer. So it's just like, okay, now I know. Chin. Remember when I busted my chin?
Yeah.
Don't go riding down that hill.
I remember
like
that.
Your granny told you, don't go down that hill, speeding down the hill.
And there you go.
And there I go. Now I'm in the hospital getting stitches and all that kind of stuff. So it's just like God is doing the exact same thing. What He did is and was doing this exact same thing in my life because, and that's a repeated cycle for me. Like I'll be ready. I'll be ready to do everything God's way. And then the moment I get the smallest little open space to do it my way,
you gonna do it.
I'm gonna do it, and I always mess myself up, and it always puts me. I wouldn't say it always pushes me back, but it's always something to like get your life together.
Like you just backtrack.
I mean,
and like I feel like us being grown now, it's just like time to figure out like what we gonna do. Like we either gonna do this. Cause the journey with God is hard.
You can't have acid.
Like you
Excuse
can't.
my language, God. I'm sorry, but
no, but you really can't. Like it's really hard. Like when I go to church, man, it's like That's why like I really don't invite people to my church.
Yeah.
Cause it's like that's when I'm like super vulnerable.
Let me tell you this, and I know you probably done heard me say this before in the past. Growing up, my dad always used to tell me, "Don't be in the world." Pretty much don't be in the world doing whatever and then come into church to sing up in the choir.
Oh yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah, that's on dance no man.
Because you can be up there singing and clapping your hands and stuff like that, and then your teacher walk in and she was like, bro,
this ain't the same person.
This ain't the same kid. You was just in my class, BSing, laughing around, cussing me out in class during the week. But you up here 12 years old on a Sunday
in
singing
church
in the choir. So going back to you. You really like you said, you really have to choose whether or not you want the world. And don't get me wrong, you have to in order to bring a worldly person into the church, you have to go out into the world. So yes, go out into the world, minister, have self-control, be conscious of what you're doing because people watch, people listen, and people go back and talk.
Yeah.
So it's just like I can't tell one of my homeboys, hey bro, let's go to church Sunday, but we smoking weed 5 days, 6 days out the week. And don't get me wrong, there is nothing wrong with smoking weed. Okay.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong.
There's nothing wrong with it, but you can't be trying to get on a new path and a new journey if that's something that you're gonna continue to do. Mm-hmm. Like, yes, we young, this gonna take time. Mm-hmm. But some of us are knocking on that door to 30 and almost 40 years old. Mm-hmm. So it's just like, bro, where do you want to be when your kids, like, what do you want, honestly, truly, where do you want to be when your kids get here?
Yeah. Like, I don't want to be too late.
Yeah.
Like, and that's why I always say, like, and I feel like now that's like where I'm at, like with life. Like I don't want to be too late, and then, cause I remember one time me and my sister, my sister's super holy now, y'all. I'm so proud of her. But it's like we used to be in the car blowing it down. A car ride by, we repenting so fast, cause you never know. Like, I'm so scared. I'm like, put it out. Yeah. And like, we just start repenting. Like, we just start praying, and it's like, I don't want to do that no more.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really smoke like that no more. Mm-hmm. Like, and like my friend, like I drink a lot. I can admit that. I do. I drink more than I smoke.
Do you associate? And this is, well, I don't know how much time we got, but
it's all right.
We'll get into that another time with me.
Okay.
But I mean, the smoking and the drinking thing, bro. As far as like people our age, and definitely when you looking to get into church, bro, you really have to check yourself and where it all started, where it stemmed from, and why did you start doing it. Oh, I started smoking for fun. I started drinking for fun.
But it got to a point where it's like, I'm doing it to cope with something.
Yeah, I mean, like, me and Devin, we used to have them talks like, why are you smoking, bro? Like, yeah, bro, I'm smoking to end my day. I'm smoking to relax my mind. I'm smoking no. I had to real life sit my body, like, for real deal, sit down by myself and realize, like, bro, why are you smoking weed? Mm-hmm. Like, hey, I'm smoking weed, hey, bro. I ain't never learned how to cope. We talk about therapy. Mm-hmm. I didn't learn how to talk to people until probably like two years ago. Mm-hmm. I didn't learn how to really deal with my mental until 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. Like, and I'm still even learning how to cope and grieve and those kind of things. So it's just like, with me trying to learn how to cope and grieve, so let's just say, at one point I did stop smoking for a little minute. Mm-hmm. And what a lot of people don't understand about when you stop smoking and when you're really trying to, and smoking and drinking and stuff like that, and doing something that you're addicted to, you're going to have pains. You're going to have relapses. You're going to have those kind of things. So it's just like,
the relapses be crazy. Like, it'd be like, you don't know what to do.
You don't know what to do. Mm-hmm. You got an attitude, your stomach hurt, your head hurt all the time. Mm-hmm. So interactions with people is going to be a little fuzzy. It's going to be a little shaky, because it's like, honestly, you can get the fuck out of my face. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, you really can't. You doing it, you feeling like that because you don't have the feel good high. You don't have the feel good, drinking courage, whatever you call it.
I don't know.
Oh Lord, see, you bad.
You drunk, you're drunk.
No, well, when you get drunk, you got a lot more courage. You feel like,
yep.
You feel what I'm saying?
Like, I'm already a bold person, but I be bolder.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
be bold. Yeah.
I be super bold. What?
I mean,
nah, we know. But I'm just saying, yeah, like, and I don't know. I just feel like now it's just like, I'm trying to give my yes. Mm-hmm. And like, my friends, they be like, Sharif, like today, my homegirl was like, let's go drink. I'm like, nah. Well, I don't drink like the week of Easter anyways. Like, but that's every year. Like, that's something I've always done. Yeah. Like, I be trying to be as pure as possible, because usually, like, I'll dance. Mm-hmm. But it's like, I haven't been dancing. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, I miss it. I miss mommy. Like, that was my escape from reality. And I feel like that's why I need to get back into that, because it's like, I can go to church. I love going to church. But it's also like, I need escape from reality. And that was my escape from reality, like 100%. So it's like, I can't do that because I'll feel guilty for still doing what I'm doing. Mm-hmm. Like the drinking, the smoking. Like, I get drunk on Saturday and I'll be church on time, 10 o'clock, Sunday morning. And my pastor talking about something. Oh, I can't get an amen, but y'all was just in church. I mean, y'all was just at the club rapping this song. I be like, did he see me at the club? Like, or did he see me doing this with my friends? Like, so it's just like,
you gotta make it jump, bro. Like, yeah.
We getting older.
It's not even you getting older, bro. The world is changing in front of your eyes. Like, it's not even, at this point, and I know we've been saying our age and stuff, but at this point, it's really about, like, what you really want in the long run. Like, you can't just continue to smoke, drink, and thinking everything is going to be okay.
Yeah.
Because, honestly and truly, eventually that stuff going to run out. You're going to really stop. You're going to really want to stop it. Mm-hmm. Some people going to really want to stop it, and then they really can't stop because that's just what they depend on.
Yeah.
So, like, once you actually get into a stable church home and have stable people around you, feeding into you and giving you the right words and the right things to say, bro, all of that's gonna go. Mm-hmm. You're gonna find yourself saying, instead of let's go into the club, hey, let's just go grab some food and let's go chill. Like, I know, I'm pretty sure you do that now, but you know what I'm saying? Those kind of things, like that
you gotta have that. Happen. Yeah, you gotta have that, like that circle too. Like your friends matter. Like when in the Bible, when that man was blind and his friends was praying for him, and he was able to see. Mm-hmm. Like, that's like one of my favorite things. Like, your village, that's who you need. Mm-hmm. Like, my mama a praying mama, and I know your parents is too. Yeah. So it's like we do wrong on our own, but it's like we got our mamas at home praying for us down, praying down. So it's just like, your village matters too. So if you got people that's like, oh, you don't need to go to church, we can just drink, we just smoke, you'll be okay. Yeah. Like, you ain't gonna never like lead that lifestyle. Yeah,
I was gonna say, even with my parents being praying parents, bro, becoming older, they're more so telling me like, hey, like I said, I got, with my son being on the way, it's just like, hey, there's a lot more stuff that I have to do on my own. Mm-hmm. Like, I can't depend on my mom to pray me out of a situation. I can't depend on my dad to be at praise and worship, singing his heart out on a Sunday, giving everything he got to God, and then I'm out here doing God knows what. Mm-hmm. So I feel like eventually life will, and not even eventually, very, 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 very soon, life is going to make a switch for not just myself, but for you. Mm-hmm. And I'm not no pastor, I'm not no prophet, I'm not none of that. But I really do believe in people. Like, I believe in potential. Yeah. Another thing that the man preached on Sunday, and Sunday's message for me really hit home, and I'm glad we even doing this podcast, because even though the thing is mental health,
I mean, this all ties into as well. It ain't just gotta be mental health. It could be anything.
But the one thing he was telling us is like, and I've, even before that, I always told myself, I don't want to die with the potential of being great, or I don't want to die with the potential to change people or change an outcome of something. Mm-hmm. Like, if I have the power to change, if I have the power to change the outcome, food, and it's just because of the strength of God, then I want to be able to help out where I can. Like, I don't want to.
You want to find your purpose. You want to live your purpose, basically.
Yeah. Yeah. So, like, for me, and I'm just going to give it to you, my purpose is connecting people through basketball. Mm-hmm. All right? Yeah. When I was younger, I had a dream. Mm-hmm. No BS. The world, me and God. And it's like, no, dead serious. If this is the world, me and God are sitting right here looking at it. Okay. You think I'm playing like...
No, I don't.
You laughing, though.
Okay, but I'm serious, though.
But we sitting here, we looking at the world. And he's basically telling me, like, bro, this is, like, you have to connect. Like, that's going to be your way. That's how you're going to touch people. Like, that's how you're going to make your life connections. That's how you're going to bridge the gap between life from generation to generation. Because, honestly and truly, that's what life is about, in a way. Bridging the gap for the next generation, helping out the next person. Like, and that's just me.
Yeah, because we the next generation. Like, we got to have pastors, man.
Shoot, we 24, 25 years old, where it's about that time. So, like...
Somebody got to be a pastor.
Somebody, not even... Yeah, somebody got to... We got to have a new generation of these pastors. Yeah. Because a lot of the OGs are exiting, and a lot of them gave off some good game. And a lot of these newbies, and I'm not overspeaking, I'm not trying to overspeak, but a lot of these new pastors, they take the game, do what they want with it, and give it out to these people. Yeah. And then half the time what they giving out is right, and then the other half is wrong.
Yeah.
So
I like me a good OG pastor.
You know
I ain't gonna lie. I love my pastor. He a OG. He'll tell you.
I love Bishop Sherman L. Merritt.
He'll tell you he was in the streets.
Yeah.
He found God.
Yeah.
And I feel like,
and that's sometimes that's what it is. I didn't say that's what it takes.
Sin.
Yeah.
They come out of that.
Yeah.
And I feel like I hate when people be like, pastors be stealing. Bruh, you need to let that church hurt go.
Yeah.
Like, that church hurt, that's a whole different topic for a different day.
For a different day.
We'll wrap this up. We're going to wrap this up, y'all, because our time is ending. But we're going to do this again, though.
Yeah.
And we're going to come back with a part 2 of this discussion. Thank you. Like, comment, subscribe.